Good afternoon, everyone. We've all been asked that question once in our life, or even heard when watching a movie, reading a book, or listening to a song. Do you believe in magic? My answer is yes. That reaction you just had was the same reaction I had at the age of 11. That moment of astonishment, that feeling of magic and wonder, the same feeling we all eventually lose as we move on from our childhood. Now the thing is, we enter the education segment of our life, which I'll get to in a very short moment, but there's an author and magician, Paul Harris. He's an idol of mine. He talks about the moment of astonishment so beautifully. When we're babies, toddlers, we begin to experience the world through the 5 senses, and we're amazed by the most simplest things, such as a ball rolling or bouncing along the floor as you throw it, or a paper aeroplane that just floats gracefully through the air when you also throw it. And one thing that still amazes me today is how a jumbo jet high in the air with all that weight, machinery, and hundreds of passengers flies country to country. That's amazing. That's magic. Now we enter the education chapter of our lives, and we learn about the world as we go to school and college and university. And all of a sudden, our belief of magic begins to fade away. Now, there are moments that do reoccur in life which reignite those magical feelings, the belief of magic. And that for me was when my father showed me my first card trick. I remember my dad saying to me, he goes, "Son, I've got a pack of cards. I want you to think of a playing card." So I thought of a card. He goes, "Just watch the pack." So I'm thinking of the Queen of Hearts. I still remember that. I'm watching the pack, and slowly one card starts to rise, and it was the Queen of Hearts. I was freaked out. Genuinely freaked out. I'm thinking, gosh, all the knowledge and understanding I've learned from school so far has suddenly crumbled from a card trick. It's madness. I believed in magic again. A few months later, I saw David Blaine, the American street magician, on the TV screen in the UK for the very first time. I thought, wow, this is amazing. He's just changed the perception of magic. He's made it cool again. He's walking around in jeans and t-shirts, pair of trainers, doing amazing magic in the streets of New York. That was the moment I said to myself, you know what, one day I want to be a professional magician, and I want to travel around the world bringing smiles and delight into people's lives that go just slightly beyond a magic trick. So the next day I was in my local library and the school library finding books on magic, on how to do certain tricks. I even tried to use the internet, which was still in its infancy at the time. I even took up drama and theatre studies as part of my subject at secondary school. So I'm reading through all these books, and I'm learning about palming the cards, manipulating the cards, making them disappear, taking coins and making them vanish and appear. It was amazing. And then mind reading. Wow. To create the perception of reading someone's mind is absolutely amazing. So I started showing all my friends and family at school, at home, wherever I had the opportunity, and I was just blowing them away. The reaction I got was amazing. That's what was driving me to just continue to learn more magic and understand even more so how it all works and why it works the way it does. But then the inevitable did happen, and that's when the tricks went wrong. So I'd either drop a prop, someone would catch me saying, "Oh, I just saw what you did." Of course I was upset, I wasn't happy about that, so I ran back home. I was back in my bedroom practicing all the tricks, making sure it was perfect, showing my family, showing my friends. How does this look? Does this look a bit better? Eventually it got better, it got streamlined, but there was still one thing missing. And that was the showmanship, how I delivered the trick itself. My drama teachers were very kind enough to see, well, firstly to see my progress of my magic skill set get better and better, but that they also wanted to teach me how to become a better performer. So they would teach me about moving on stage. You know, there's a certain way you've got to present yourself and hold yourself, and how to project your voice so that the person in the far back in the cheap seats can also hear me. It's important. So I would practice and they would teach me, and I just became a much, much better performer. My confidence got far, far stronger and better. And this is something I didn't expect because I was such a shy kid. Now, I do want to share a magic trick with you all. And this is something I learned when I was very, very young. And I want to now share this with you. So I need someone to help me out. So if you're interested in helping out, just raise your hand. Your hand went in up first. The gentleman, the young boy standing, can you make your way to the stage very, very quickly? Give him a round of applause as well, please. Excellent. As quick as you can, without tripping over. Excellent. Come on, join him in my office. Please give him a round of applause one more time. Thank you so much. And your name is?
Salil.
Salil. This is the first time we've met. You've got the best view in the house right now. So we're going to use the silk, and I'm going to slowly begin to put this into my hand like so. Remember, this is my first trick I learned as a kid. Watch carefully. Just like that, we have an egg. But the silk, there she is. This is the moment of astonishment, the moment of magic you're feeling right now, what I felt as a kid. I'm now going to teach you how to do this trick. I'm not supposed to, but I am. So this is the part of the education where you learn how the trick is done. If I give this to you. The egg. Unfortunately, it's not real. It's actually a plastic egg, it's not real. And that's exactly where the silk goes. Clever, eh? So you're now going to do this trick, and we're going to do it together. So place your left hand up for me nice and flat, and I'm going to place the egg there. Curl your hand around. I'm going to turn the hole so it's facing upwards like this, and you're going to hand, there we go, perfect. This is called palming. You're doing well so far. I'll leave the silk just here, and I need an egg as well. Oh, the egg is here, just give me a moment. There we go. So I've got my fake egg as well. So we've got our eggs palmed, we've got our silks. So if you hold the silk like this, show to the audience. Nice. You're going to do this with me now. So we're going to slowly take the silk and put it into the hole of the egg. That's it, keep going until it's all tucked in nice and neatly. He's doing well. Beautiful. Then you're going to show it, very good. He did the little hand thing as well. You don't even need me here. Take your hand, pretend to go in the pocket, reach some magical dust and sprinkle it on the egg. Click your fingers, and then show the egg and take your applause and take your bow. Amazing. The thing is, you all know how the trick is done. The belief of magic is now gone. So how do I reignite the magic for you all, and you too? Let me show you. Watch the egg. So I did a bad job there. Let me just tuck that back there. Watch carefully. Look, just like a cartoon, I can peel the hole off. So we have no more hole. That's because, ladies and gents, this is a real egg. Thank you so much. I'll take that. Please go back to your seat safely. Give him a round of applause one more time. Now, when I was obviously learning the performance art, I had a bit of an issue when it came to performance style. I had a really bad habit of replicating other magicians that are out there, especially David Blaine. Being Indian, living in London, having a British accent and trying to do the whole thing of, hey man, let me show you a trick. It just did not work. So I started doing my professional events. I was doing the whole circuit around the weddings, the corporate events, private parties, and I was just being me. People like me for who I am. And I just simply implemented that into my performance art. And that was the formula to a successful magician. Now, I get that question asked a lot, a few questions in fact. Oh, Magic Singh, can you turn paper into money? Or can you make my bald head full of hair again? Or make my wife disappear, please, just make her disappear. Can you do it? Yes, I can. And I'm going to do one of those for you right now. So I need a gentleman who is fed up with their wife right now. I'm joking, I'm not going to do that. No, instead we're going to do something else. I need to borrow 100 rupee note. So if you have one, just take it out. You don't need to come up on stage. Hopefully one of the ushers can bring one of those. Thank you very much, Pritika. A round of applause for Pritika too. Thank you very much. So we have 100 rupees. I'll try to do it as slow as I can. We fold it once, twice, 3 times. We have a square. One more fold, and a little stretch. It becomes a little bit pink, a little bit purple. We open this up now. We have 2,000 rupees. He certainly believes in magic now. You can collect that later. I don't have a real job, just do that all the time. Now, I've been performing for magic for about 21 years, and 11 of those years have been of my professional career, where I've had the chance to travel the world. And as that's happened, my belief of magic has got stronger. Why? On my travels, I've got to connect with people on a deeper level that has allowed them to excel in their lives. Magic is such a visual art form, it has no language barrier. It's transferable to different cultures and traditions. Now, one story, I was doing a wedding in London, one of those fancy hotels, a few years back. So there's a group of people, I approached them, and I asked this lady to pick a card. So she picks a card, she writes her name on the card, she puts it back in the deck. I shuffled them, and we lost the card, it was gone. I then took out a blank playing card, and I placed it into the palm of her hand. I asked this random guy that was amongst this group to place his hand on top of hers. I waited, and as he lifted his hand, I kid you not, the playing card had reappeared back in her hand with her signature on it. The crowd went wild. I felt great, obviously, and then I just took my applause and I left. What I didn't realize is that magic trick lasted for over a year. What does that mean? I got a phone call about a year later from that lady. She goes, "Hey, Magic Singh, you probably don't remember me, but you did this amazing card trick at so-and-so's wedding, okay? And there was this one guy that you got to place his hand on top of mine, okay?" She goes, "Oh, just to let you know that we started talking." Okay. We exchanged numbers, nice. And we started dating. Wow. We've been dating for a year now. Really? And we're going to get married. Oh my God. And I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you and invite you as a guest to our wedding. Boom. It was that moment on, I thought, I really do believe in magic. Thank you. And to finish off, I have one more special thing I would like to share with all of you. And when you do leave tonight, I really do hope you all believe in magic too. Thank you. Thank you very much, ladies and gents. I'm Magic Singh. Thank you.